You know who got routes though for real? That nigga Noah Brown, bro. It's ridiculous.
And that's what I'm talking about right there, man. Because a lot of people be like, Juan, you is crazy for your obsession with Noah Brown. Well, first of all, it's not no obsession, but I truly think he's a really good role player. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming out with the video. We're gonna be talking about Deebo Samuel praising Noah Brown and just giving Noah Brown his proper flowers. And what do I actually think from Noah Brown? We'll also talk about his injury update as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But we do make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, so that'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Also, check out 4th and 1 as a new video just dropped on that channel yesterday, and I think you guys are going to truly love that video and channel, so please give it a chance. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So we had Deebo Samuel working out with the route god. We already discussed that in a previous video, but in the workout session he mentioned Noah Brown, and he was like, man, you know what, you know who got some real good routes? That man Noah Brown. And that had me to think, like, immediately I was like, let's go, Noah Brown getting some, you know, some type of recognition from a teammate. But it ain't like the typical thing, right? It ain't like, oh, he's a tall receiver, he can climb the ladder, jump balls and stuff like that, and do what we see on TV in terms of that. But he said route running. And truth be told, unless you like a former wide receiver, Cowboys fans, Texas fans, or if in fact you were at all the games last year and you keyed in on Noah Brown, I don't think route running is something that you would think of for Noah Brown, like to come to his mind in terms of something that he's really good at. But after hearing that he said he has some really amazing routes and some really good routes that he runs, and he's fluid in his movement, that had me to think, man, like Noah Brown has an opportunity, when healthy and healthy, to become something very special for this team in terms of a really solid number 3, maybe 4 option. And also thinking about it back to last year, you remember how I said early on, and you guys always allude to it, Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin did not have a true connection early on in the season, and a lot of it was due to Cliff Kingsbury's lack of, you know, movement in the offense in terms of moving Terry McLaurin to the strong side of Jaden Daniels to where he's more comfortable throwing the ball. But also Noah Brown was on that right side, and I could remember vividly fans would be upset, and including myself, would be like, why is Noah Brown getting so much so much targets and so much action, and you have Terry McLaurin on his side? But like, what if not only just because Jaden Daniels was comfortable, but what if Noah Brown was just getting open? Like, now that we know he's a really good route runner, and I know some of you all already knew that as well, because you probably, you know, watched the tape, watched the highlights, stuff like that. But like, knowing that he's a really good route runner and can get open and create separation outside of just using his size, that probably makes sense as to why 5 was more comfortable throwing to him, because he probably was open a lot of the times, and he was already on the, you know, short side of the field 9 times out of 10. And I said it countless times before, Noah Brown was truly our number 2 option last year. We did not have a legit number 2 option outside of Terry McLaurin, but we had guys that were posing as a number 2, and quite frankly, it was Noah Brown up until the point where he got hurt and unfortunately had to miss the rest of the season and postseason, he was the guy that was able to come up big for us if it wasn't Terry McLaurin in terms of receivers. Obviously, Zach Ertz and stuff like that. But in terms of pure receiver, we weren't getting a lot out of Luke McCaffrey. We weren't getting a lot out of De'Ami Brown into the postseason. Lamade Zaccheaus was really solid as well. But just even beyond the Hail Murray that he ended up catching, bro, Noah Brown was a bucket last year. And I think he'll truly still be that. That's why they brought him back. Right, he was on a 1-year deal, and they brought him back. He had an interview and press conference with Brian Cooper Jr. after he got signed back. So this goes to show you that they love what they're getting out of Noah Brown. And remember a month ago when he got hurt, and I was pissed, I was upset. I'm like, man, why are we so cursed? Blah blah blah. Because it wasn't just because Noah Brown plays for the Commanders. It's because of what he has been going through, man. Noah has been hurt almost, I want to say, every year of his career. Now, every year of his career probably is a little bit of a stretch, but for the most part of his career, he's always dealt with some type of injury. And it felt like finally, after the what was it, the kidney issue or lung issue last year that had him end the season early and prematurely, it was like finally he's healthy. Finally, he's on a team where he don't have to worry about getting cut. Because remember, when we got him from Houston, he was cut during training camp. So he didn't arrive here to Washington to like right before the regular season or something like that. Like right in the midst of the preseason. So it's like now he gets a full offseason that's healthy, a full offseason with a team that he joined late, of another offseason with Jaden Daniels. Remember when Noah Brown came, Jaden would stay after practice with him to catch him up to speed and get get some extra work in with him. It's like, man, maybe this is the move that this is the reason why they didn't bring back a De'Ami Brown, because they see we got Noah Brown, and is he a guy that is a burner over the top? No, but think about it. He had more pass interference calls down the field than he had actual receptions in terms of yardage. So that's just as good as a 50, 60-yard deep ball, if you ask me. I know countless times where Noah Brown would draw pass interference calls. Noah Brown would jump the ladder, climb the ladder, and catch passes that probably would be considered overthrown. His reach is insane. And it ain't like he's 6'5", 6'6" as a receiver. He's tall, but he ain't like crazy tall. But he's able to climb the ladder and do what you need to do in terms of top shelf activities, what I mean, in terms of catching a pass that's all the way up here. But I love to see that players like Deebo Samuel is praising guys like Noah Brown, because it goes to show you, as a fan, we talk so much crap about players, you know what I mean, if they're role players and whatnot, and they may not be like the superstar players, but it still shows you that it's levels to this. I make the correlation to the NBA, right? You got guys that you probably think are garbage, right? They're not good on the NBA level, but you got to understand they're still professional players. So when they get out here and they play people that aren't on that level, they still gonna fry them, right? They may not be superstar level in the NFL, NBA, but to the regular human or to college players or to whatever may have you, they will dog them. That's why you hear a lot of cornerbacks and a lot of players say, man, now these cats that's on the practice squad, they're dangerous because they're like that. I forgot what podcast I was watching just a couple of days ago, like the little clips, and he was like, man, this dude had like jersey number 37 or number 38 or something like that, and he was giving me work, you know what I'm saying, in training camp. Like he was blocking me up and whatnot. And it's like, you wouldn't think that from the normal fan, because they're not the superstar players that we come to know and love. Same thing with Noah Brown, right? Of course, it's Terry, it's Deebo. Shoot, it's even Jalen Lane. Shoot, some people even had Noah Brown not making this roster at a point in time, right? Luke McCaffrey gets more love than Noah Brown. You know what I mean? And I truly am such a big Noah Brown fan. That's why I was so upset that he was hurt, man. Not just because he was a Commanders player and we were potentially losing a guy that was hurt, but it's like him personally, man. He's fought so many injury battles, man. It was finally time for him to be healthy. But it seems like the injury wasn't as serious as I originally thought, because we haven't heard nothing about an update from him. He's been in pictures. He's posted on social media, stuff like that. So the injury may not have been as serious as a lot of you all alluded to originally. But I am expecting a true big year from Noah Brown. And I can't wait for training camp to come and start up, because this guy is a guy that deserves his flowers. And this is a guy that I think every team deserves to have on their roster. He's not going to be the superstar. He's not going to give you 1,100, 1,200 receiving yards for 89 catches and 12 touchdowns. But he's a cool guy that's going to give you about 400, maybe 3-4 touchdowns. Great teammate. Great, blocker in the run game. Physical receiver. Now, apparently, according to Deebo Samuel, route running is outstanding and has some nasty routes. So I'm excited for Noah Brown, and I can't wait to see what he does this upcoming season. But there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. You got Deebo Samuel shouting out Noah Brown, giving him some flowers, saying his routes are nasty. What are your thoughts on Noah Brown? Leave it down below in the comment section. As always, me, boy, Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Help to Washington Commanders. On the road to 11,000 subscribers. So greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave up on ballin' like I'm D-Sean, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.